Tajikistan, a name that much of the world has never truly understood. One of the least talked about countries on the global travel map. Yet it is a nation where nearly 93% of the land is covered by mountains, where towering glaciers feed the rivers that sustain much of Central Asia. This is a land where a single snow-blocked road can cut off an entire village from the outside world for days. A place where a narrow river separates two countries, two cultures, and two completely different destinies. But what makes Tajikistan remarkable goes far beyond its breathtaking landscapes. Behind its crystal-clear alpine lakes, the dramatic roads winding through the roof of the world, and valleys that seem untouched by time, lies the story of a nation still striving to overcome harsh geography, a turbulent past, and the challenges of a modern economy. There is a fascinating paradox at the heart of Tajikistan, a country blessed with one of Central Asia's richest freshwater resources, a nation with enough hydropower potential to become a major energy supplier for the region, home to landscapes so spectacular that many have called it the Switzerland of Central Asia. And yet, millions of its people still rely on money sent home by family members working abroad. So what created this contradiction? Why does a country so generously endowed by nature continue to face so many hardships? And what is everyday life really like beyond the stunning images that appear on social media? In today's journey, we're going to explore Tajikistan from a completely different perspective. Not only its majestic Pamir Mountains, its turquoise alpine lakes, or its breathtaking mountain passes, but also its history, culture, people, economy, and the untold stories of a country that remains one of the world's best-kept secrets. By the end of this video, you may discover that Tajikistan's greatest beauty isn't found in its scenery alone. It lies in the resilience of its people, their extraordinary ability to endure, adapt, and thrive in one of the most challenging landscapes on Earth. Pamir Highway, the road between the sky and the abyss. If there is one place that truly captures the spirit of Tajikistan, it is the Pamir Highway. Originally built during the Soviet era, this legendary route is widely regarded as one of the highest international highways still in operation today. But it is far more than a scenic mountain road. It is the lifeline that connects hundreds of isolated communities scattered across one of the most rugged mountain landscapes on Earth. Traveling along the Pamir Highway is a constant battle against nature. Endless high-altitude plateaus where almost nothing grows. Towering canyons carved over millions of years. Mountain passes rising more than 4,000 meters above sea level, where the air becomes so thin that even a short walk can leave visitors gasping for breath. In some sections, the road is barely wide enough for two vehicles to pass. On one side, sheer rock walls rise almost vertically. On the other, deep gorges plunge hundreds of meters to roaring rivers below. A single mistake can have devastating consequences. For adventure travelers, the Pamir Highway is one of the most spectacular road journeys in the world. For the people of Tajikistan, however, it is not a route to conquer. It is a road they depend on simply to survive. Food, medicine, fuel, construction materials, livestock supplies, and even emergency medical vehicles must all travel this highway to reach villages hidden deep within the mountains. For many communities, it is the only connection to the outside world. When winter arrives, everything becomes even more challenging. Heavy snowfall, avalanches, landslides, and falling rocks can block entire sections of the highway without warning. Within hours, entire villages can become completely isolated. Access to food, fuel, medical care, and essential goods suddenly becomes uncertain. That is why families living in the high mountains begin preparing long before the first snow falls. They stockpile food, firewood, fuel, animal feed, and daily necessities, knowing that no one can predict how long the road may remain closed. This reality also reflects a much larger truth about Tajikistan. In a country where more than 90% of the land is mountainous, distance is not measured in kilometers alone. It is measured by altitude, weather, road conditions, and the sheer difficulty of crossing the landscape. Two villages may appear only a few dozen kilometers apart on a map, yet reaching one from the other can take an entire day or even longer. That is the paradox of Tajikistan. Its mountains have created some of the world's most breathtaking scenery. But those same mountains have also made transportation, development, and everyday life remarkably difficult. And it is along these narrow roads, suspended between towering peaks and deep valleys, that visitors begin to understand the extraordinary resilience of the people who have called these mountains home for generations. When a river divides two lands. Few places on Earth illustrate the fragility of national borders as vividly as the Wakhan Valley. Along much of this remote frontier, Tajikistan and Afghanistan are separated by nothing more than a narrow river. Standing on the Tajik side, you can clearly see mud brick homes, small farmland, and winding mountain paths stretching across the Afghan landscape. The distance is so short that it almost feels as though you could cross it in just a few minutes. Yet between those two riverbanks lies a divide shaped not by geography, but by history, politics, and decades of dramatically different paths of development. On one side is Tajikistan, a country that has been gradually rebuilding and modernizing after decades of political and economic transition. On the other is Afghanistan, a nation that has endured generations of war, instability, and profound political upheaval. Just one river. Yet it separates two societies with vastly different living conditions, opportunities, and visions for the future. It is here that many travelers come to realize an important truth. Borders on a map may appear to be nothing more than thin lines. But behind those lines lie the lives, hopes, and destinies of millions of people. This extraordinary location has also made Tajikistan one of the most strategically important countries in Central Asia. Positioned at the crossroads between China, South Asia, and the heart of Central Asia, while sharing a long border with Afghanistan, Tajikistan has long been viewed as a critical buffer for regional security. For major powers, this is far more than a remote, mountainous nation. It is a strategic crossroads where issues of energy, freshwater resources, transcontinental trade, border security, and regional stability all converge. Perhaps this is one of Tajikistan's greatest paradoxes. It is not a vast country. It does not possess one of the region's largest economies. Yet its geography has given it a level of geopolitical importance far greater than its size would suggest. In Tajikistan, nature has done more than shape breathtaking landscapes. It has shaped the nation's history, influenced its politics, and continues to define its future. Dushanbe, the heart of modern Tajikistan. After hours of crossing towering mountain ranges and winding roads, Dushanbe appears like a completely different world. Wide tree-lined boulevards, spacious public parks, grand squares, modern buildings standing alongside architecture inherited from the Soviet era. It is hard to imagine that beyond this peaceful capital lies a country where more than 90% of the land is covered by mountains. As the political, economic, educational, and cultural center of Tajikistan, Dushanbe is home to more than 1 million people and serves as the engine of the nation's modernization. Yet beneath its modern skyline lies a city deeply rooted in centuries of history. Throughout Dushanbe, elegant mosques with soaring minarets and turquoise domes rise above the city, while the call to prayer echoes across the streets each day, reminding visitors that Islam is far more than a religion here. It is a cornerstone of Tajik identity, culture, and daily life. The most remarkable of them is the Dushanbe Central Mosque, one of the largest mosques in Central Asia. Its magnificent golden domes, towering minarets, marble courtyards, intricate geometric patterns, and beautifully crafted Arabic calligraphy showcase some of the finest traditions of Islamic architecture. Capable of welcoming well over 100,000 worshippers, the mosque has become not only a place of prayer, but also a powerful symbol of the revival of Islamic heritage following the collapse of the Soviet Union. What makes Dushanbe truly unique is the coexistence of different eras. Soviet-era government buildings stand beside magnificent new mosques. Modern cafes, universities, and shopping centers exist alongside traditional bazaars where customs passed down through generations continue to shape everyday life. This remarkable blend of history, faith, and modernization gives the capital a character unlike any other city in Central Asia. Yet behind its calm appearance, challenges remain. Although Dushanbe enjoys better infrastructure and greater opportunities than much of the country, average incomes remain relatively modest, and many young graduates still choose to seek higher-paying jobs abroad. Perhaps that is why Dushanbe is more than simply the capital of Tajikistan. It is a city where centuries-old traditions meet modern ambition. A place that reflects both the resilience of the Tajik people and the country's determination to build its future without losing its cultural and spiritual identity. Nature, both the greatest gift and the greatest challenge of Tajikistan. In Tajikistan, nature has never been merely a breathtaking backdrop. It is the force that has shaped the nation's history, economy, and the daily lives of its people. The country's snow-capped mountains give birth to countless rivers fed by ancient glaciers, providing fresh water not only for Tajikistan itself, but also for millions of people across downstream Central Asia. These powerful rivers have endowed the country with one of the world's greatest hydropower potentials, offering the possibility of becoming a major source of clean energy for the entire region in the future. Nature has also blessed Tajikistan with crystal-clear alpine lakes, dramatic valleys, and landscapes that remain remarkably untouched, making it one of the last truly unspoiled destinations in Asia. But every gift comes at a price. With more than 90% of its territory covered by mountains, building highways, bridges, railways, and power infrastructure is both technically challenging and extraordinarily expensive. Only a small fraction of the country's land is suitable for agriculture, while long, harsh winters, heavy snowfall, and frequent landslides can sever vital transportation routes for weeks at a time. In many parts of Tajikistan, distance is not measured in kilometers. It is measured by altitude, weather, and whether nature allows people to travel at all. A single snowstorm can isolate an entire village. One major landslide can interrupt the delivery of food, fuel, medicine, and other essential supplies for days or even weeks. Perhaps this is Tajikistan's greatest paradox. It is a country blessed with abundant freshwater resources, extraordinary natural beauty, and enormous energy potential. Yet those same mountains that inspire awe have also become the greatest obstacle to transportation, economic development, and improving the quality of life for millions of its people. In Tajikistan, the mountains do far more than shape the landscape. They determine where people can build their homes, how communities earn their livelihoods, how goods are transported. And in many ways, they help shape the future of entire generations. That is why, to truly understand Tajikistan, one must first understand its mountains. Because in this remarkable country, geography has written almost every chapter of its story. After our journey through Tajikistan, perhaps what stays with us the most is not only the snow-covered peaks of the Pamir Mountains, the crystal-clear alpine lakes, or the breathtaking roads carved into steep mountain cliffs. What leaves the deepest impression is the people. A people who have learned to build their lives in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. They have turned towering mountains into their homeland, powerful rivers into the source of life, and resilience into an inseparable part of their national identity. Tajikistan may not be a destination for everyone. It is not a place of luxurious beach resorts or dazzling metropolitan skylines. But if you are drawn to untouched landscapes, fascinated by places that remain largely undiscovered, and eager to experience a side of the world that few travelers ever see, then Tajikistan is undoubtedly a destination worth remembering. Thank you for joining us on today's journey. If you enjoy in-depth documentaries exploring remarkable countries, unique cultures, and the extraordinary stories of people around the world, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming adventures. And before you go, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you had the opportunity, would you dare to travel the legendary Pamir Highway and explore the incredible landscapes of Tajikistan? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next journey around the world.